This meeting is
Greetings
being recorded.
and welcome to today's edition of SIG Instrumentation. It is Thursday, March 17th, 2022. Today we have a very packed agenda. There is one item, and it is a reminder about code freeze, which is in a little under 2 weeks now. So because this was our last meeting scheduled before code freeze, I wanted to make sure that we still met today anyways, so that we have a chance to discuss anything that we might want to ensure that lands this milestone. I don't know what's going on with our various caps. Is anybody waiting on any approvals or things like that in order to land various enhancements we have targeted?
No, but I'm waiting for us to be on 118 so I can commit my changes for the sets.
Han is very excited about Golang generics. Let me take a quick look at I may as well share my screen. This is my screen. Everybody can see enhancements. I'm just going to take a quick look for instrumentation in this milestone. We got a bunch of things. Have these landed? I guess let's take a look. We have a lot of the authors here, so I'll start with David. Is this going to go to beta, this release?
Actually, Merrick, do you know if the etcd release is still on track to go to get in before the release?
No, you didn't see the etcd community. Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Disaster in etcd community land. Basically.
There's disaster. Hold on. Remember, this is recorded. What sort of disaster?
No, it was literally in the public thing. Right? Merrick?
What am I looking at?
I just wrote this small email, but yeah, lots of people are, yeah. So to answer, like, the email is about like some problems with activity. But to answer David's question, we are like, I don't think I cut only alpha for etcd. And we are not even close to be sure that we will GA etcd before 3.
Okay, that's good to know. We should probably move this out then.
Okay, let me clear the milestone.
Yeah, I would also love to have some help to graduate the tracing code in etcd. So basically, one of the things I'm working on is triaging and release managing for features that were added like 5 years ago and no one cared to graduate them. So it would be good to graduate because it's still experimental feature. So I assume people assume that it's not recommended for this.
I think as well, I would like to get a little bit more feedback on the tracing stuff.
I think that's good. Honestly, there are cases where it's made sense to go from like alpha to beta after a single release, but in general, I think it's good to get more feedback and get bug fixes in and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I still need to get this into the right people's hands to make sure that it's what they actually want. So cool. There's a little bit more for me to do there.
That's great. Next we have Kubernetes systems log sanitization, which we are deprecating. That is still on track. All of the work is done for it. It merged super early in the release. We have I think Perul has volunteered to do the doc changes for this, which is just basically removing it from documentation. So I'll just put a note of that. Thought it might be a fun thing for her to work on. Kubelet open telemetry tracing. Karen, apparently this is assigned to Han. Han, do you know if this is not merged? Do we know what we're waiting on here?
Why is this assigned to me?
I don't know. Why did you assign it to? I assume you assigned it to yourself. You assigned it.
Oh, a long time ago.
You want me to unassign it? In any
I
case,
can take a look at it. Can you ping me on CC and then it'll show up in my email?
Oh, this needs a rebase. So let me ping. Probably this hasn't been reviewed because it needs a rebase. And it looks like that was 2 weeks ago. I'll try to ping Sally and let her know. Well, I can put a comment on here too.
I've been keeping an eye on this. I think it still wasn't passing tests last time I checked.
That's not good.
If it is ready, then we should probably, then I can take another review as well. I think I'm assigned.
Okay. So we're not sure. I'll ping Sally on Slack as well. So leave that tab open. Merrick, what's going on with this deprecation of the Klog flags?
I think we're done.
It looks like it's done.
First week.
Nice.
I think it's done. They were asking about documentation, but I don't think we actually need to update anything in this release. There haven't been any changes.
Oh, we marked it as needs docs. I don't know.
Does anyone remember what specifically needs to be changed?
Nope. Yeah. Let me just double check in the cap what the graduation criteria were for beta. Instrumentation. Beta. Go run a project is well maintained and documented. Documentation on migrating off Klog flags is publicly available.
Yeah, we already published that. That's
in alpha. Yeah.
In the systems logs MD file, we have documentation about that.
Where is that? Maybe can you link it?
I'm looking for a link. Yes. I just need to find the right branch. I know where I have a pull request, but
okay,
I'll do that offline.
Yeah, I pinged you so you can do that offline. Great. And then contextual logging. I feel like a change to the spec came in last minute. Are we okay with this one slipping?
I think we are getting this into 124. So
okay.
The cap has been merged, has been approved by Dashboard. It was reviewed by Tim and
okay, sorry, maybe I was thinking of something else. There was something you pinged me for a review for earlier.
This was this contextual logging update, but David yesterday approved it. That's why it's
okay.
And we have done the work with DIMS to update Klog, and now updating Klog in Kubernetes, and then the remaining code changes will go in soon.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. So then that's on track. So then really it's only the kubelet tracing that might miss, given that we definitely booted API server tracing. That's sad. I was hoping for another release of tracing goodies, but it happens. Yep. Cool. Great. Let me just put a note of that in the agenda. Cool. Okay, I will stop sharing my screen because I don't think we have anything else on that. It looks like we have an agenda item. Need reviewers for Klog. Who would like to talk about this?
I just noticed that the people that we currently have in the owner's file of Klog might not be the right ones anymore. And there's actually an open issue opened a while ago about that. And my observation just is that if I open a pull request against Klog, it pretty much always goes to Marek or Tim, and all of the other people listed in the owner's files are not very responsive. So the question is, can we update the owner's file to actually have some people from SIG Instrumentation in it that are willing and able to review pull requests. Because with a revised direction with contextual logging, we now agreed that we will keep using klog infinitely as the logging package that is used by Kubernetes. And then it makes sense to be fully owned by SIG Instrumentation as something that we need to have an eye on and need to maintain.
Yeah, we can trim the owners, but we need just I don't know, maybe more.
Yeah, we should
open,
probably put.
Yeah, I'm looking at this owner's file now, and
It doesn't
at
make
least,
sense.
yeah, at least like I would say 2 or 3 of these people have not been active in the project for over a year. For approvers, there's
1, 2,
like
3.
Piotr's on that list, and like he
Yeah.
went emeritus like 3 years ago, 2 years
No.
ago, something like that now.
6 people. I see 6 approvers who are not active.
Yeah.
Lava Lamp, Brent CZ, Piotr, Tim Auclair, Justin SB, Dims. No, Dims actually might do some
Dims
stuff on
is
Kayla.
Dims is
Yeah,
active.
Dims does.
Lava Lamp, generally people who are active in the project, I feel like it's okay to keep them for things. But
I suspect that the reason that Piotr and Frederick are on that list is because they were the chairs of SIG Instrumentation at the time. But I don't think either of them are active in klog.
Yeah. So
let me comment on the issue and say that like we think that this is still relevant.
Yeah. So I plan to use the DIMS maintainers tool to clean up the owners. So assuming that someone at least was active in reviewing or like any issue comments, it should be like we have a tool that is accepted by community to trim the owners. We just need a way to get maybe not necessarily owners as an approvers from SIG Instrumentation, because we have approvers already. We just need reviewers, which means like people that want to have a first pass. And maybe like one idea was labeling, like this repo is not labeled with SIG Instrumentation, so basically it's not even CC'd or SIG. We could maybe about ways to CC.
For some reason, I get the notifications. I
haven't gotten any notifications for this repo.
Why are you not reviewing, Han? Ask you to review.
Han, you say
I never get notifications. I get notifications, but they're never assigned to me, so I don't look at them.
Oh.
Sometimes I do look at them, but I don't comment because I'm not in the reviewers file.
Okay,
I mean, just
the chicken or the egg.
It sounds like a good step forward for this is an action is that Merrick will run the maintainers script to update owners file. And I think that like, getting more reviewers for klog, like I think that it's challenging to recruit new people to do a thing if it looks like there's a bunch of people who are active there. And like for people who don't realize that like people might be in an owner's file but aren't active, they're like, oh, but there's so many people in the owner's file. You won't need me, right? So I think it's good to like make it explicit that there are many fewer people active than are on this list, and then it'll make it easier to start recruiting and growing people to help out with this. So I'm definitely a fan of going ahead and doing this. Thanks for taking the initiative, Han.
We should include a comment that says, welcoming new reviewers.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I'm serious, because people look in there. And if there's a little tagline that says welcoming new reviewers, then
Han, you can add the tagline if you want, or you can, I don't know, it depends. Like Merrick,
well, someone's gonna run the tool, so it's gonna get modified. So
yes.
I'll do it afterwards.
Great. Maybe we can even send an email, but I think if you being the organizers of working group structured logging want to like go on a mission to like recruit some of your helpful people and be like, hey, we want more reviewers in klog, like sounds good to me. Sounds great.
I got a pull request on prompt Q today.
Nice. That's cool.
Slowly gaining traction. There's 20 stars. I'm surprised.
Good. Our sub projects are doing great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. I think that's everything for what we have on the agenda. Do we have any other items we should consider in our remaining 9 minutes? Sounds like no, so I will end the recording.